Hey, crypto family, and welcome to Decentralized Dream. Today I'm bringing you something that genuinely has me excited. You know how everyone's always hunting for the next big opportunity in crypto? Well, what if I told you we've got not one, but two massive opportunities flying completely under the radar right now? I've spent weeks analyzing these projects, and what I've found has honestly blown my mind. We're talking about Hyperlane and Eclipse, two projects that could be absolute game changers in the blockchain space. And here's the kicker. While everyone else is fighting over the same obvious plays, these gems are sitting there, just waiting to be discovered. Before we dive in, let me paint you a picture. Imagine getting in early on layer zero, that feeling when you realized you were part of something huge before everyone else caught on. That's exactly the kind of opportunity we're looking at today. But it gets better, because we're not just looking at one project. We're looking at two projects with combined backing of over $80 million. This isn't small-time stuff. We're talking serious venture capital backing serious innovation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sounds great, but these opportunities usually require deep pockets, right? That's the beautiful part. The barrier to entry right now is surprisingly low. I'm going to show you exactly how to position yourself for both projects without breaking the bank. But you'll want to stick around until the end, because the strategy for maximizing your chances isn't quite what you might expect. If you found it insightful, it's the right time to like and subscribe for more in-depth tech analyses. Your activity encourages me to make new videos. Let's remember Hyperlane. I've made a video about Hyperlane before, and you can check it out if you are interested. So what has changed since this video? The really exciting news dropped recently when they announced the Hyperlane Foundation. Now, this isn't just another corporate restructuring. This is huge. They're introducing their own token called Hype. And if you've been in crypto for a while, you know what often happens to early users when tokens launch. But there's more to this story than just a potential airdrop. They're also rolling out a grant program for projects building on Hyperlane. Why does this matter to you? Because every new project that builds on Hyperlane creates more opportunities for user interaction, more potential airdrops, and more ways to establish yourself as an early adopter. Let me share some numbers that really put this opportunity in perspective. Right now, Hyperlane has about 600,000 users with 7 average transactions per user. That might sound like a lot until you compare it to major DeFi protocols with millions of users. We're still incredibly early. Speaking of transaction patterns, this is where it gets really interesting. I've been experimenting with Hyperlane transactions myself, and I've noticed something fascinating. While basic bridge transactions now can cost around 50 cents, the real opportunity lies in how you structure your interactions. For example, Mitosis required users to have at least 30 Hyperlane transactions to qualify for their Superpass. Now, don't worry. I'll show you how to build these transactions naturally without breaking the bank. The really exciting part? Hyperlane just expanded to include Solana integration. This isn't just another random integration. This is a strategic move that opens up entirely new possibilities. Think about it. You can now move seamlessly between EVM chains, Cosmos ecosystem, and Solana. The potential for interaction is massive. Now, let me share something that many people miss when they're using Hyperlane. While there are several bridge options available, Merkley, Zero Way, HyperMe, and others, I've found that sticking with their official Nexus bridge might be the smartest play. Why? Because when airdrops happen, official platform usage often carries more weight. I've seen this pattern repeat across multiple successful projects, like Layer Zero, for example. But here's where our story gets even more interesting. While everyone's been focused on Hyperlane's developments, another project has been quietly building something revolutionary. Enter Eclipse. And trust me, this is where things get really exciting. Eclipse isn't just another Layer 2 solution. They've raised an impressive $65 million, starting with a $9 million seed round and quickly following up with a $50 million Series A. When venture capitals throw this kind of money at a project, they usually see something special. And after diving deep into Eclipse's technology, I understand why. Imagine combining Solana's lightning-fast speed with Ethereum's rock-solid security and deep liquidity. That's exactly what Eclipse is building. They're using the Solana Virtual Machine SVM, but bringing it into the Ethereum ecosystem as an L2. It's like getting the best of both worlds, and being early to this party could be huge. Let me put this opportunity in perspective. Right now, Eclipse has just over 47,600 unique users and about 2,085 ETH in total deposits through their bridge. Compare that to mature L2s with millions of users and billions in deposits. The potential for growth here is massive. And here's the best part. Getting started is surprisingly simple. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to position yourself for both these opportunities step by step. First, you'll need to set up the Backpack wallet. Don't worry if you're not familiar with it. I'll explain why this specific wallet matters and how to use it safely. The key is to start small, but start smart. First, download and install Wallet from Google Chrome Store. Then create a new wallet or use existing Solana wallet. You can easily switch between Solana and Eclipse using Switcher on the top. Here I will start to bridge Solana using official Nexus bridge. One thing I've learned from years in crypto, it's not just about making transactions, it's about making the right transactions in the right way. We also need some Ether as a gas token for interacting inside Eclipse. I will use the gas zip bridge to top up my balance inside Eclipse. Let me share a strategy I've developed. Instead of just bridging assets back and forth randomly, you want to create a natural pattern of usage. Think about how a regular user would interact with these protocols. For example, when you bridge assets to Eclipse, don't immediately bridge them back. Spend some time exploring their ecosystem, make a few swaps, provide some liquidity, or interact with their dApps. This not only looks more natural, but also gives you exposure to multiple potential airdrops within their ecosystem. Here's a pro tip that many miss. Diversify your transaction types. Don't just use one bridge or one type of transaction. Mix it up between different protocols and transaction types. This strategy has historically proven valuable when projects analyze user behavior for rewards or airdrops. Now let's talk about timing. You might be wondering, how much time should I spend on each network? In my experience, it's better to spread your activities over time rather than trying to cram everything into one day. Think weeks and months, not hours and days. Remember, we're positioning ourselves as genuine users, not airdrop farmers. Security is crucial, so let me share some essential safety practices. First, never invest more than you can afford to lose, even if the projects look promising. I recommend starting with small amounts, around $10 to $20 for initial transactions. This is usually enough to establish your presence while minimizing risk. One question I often get is about gas fees and costs. Here's the breakdown. You'll need some Ether for gas on Eclipse. About $2 to $10 worth should be plenty to start. And you'll want to keep some SOL for Solana transactions. The beautiful part about using Hyperlane for bridging is that the fees are relatively reasonable, usually under $1 per transaction. Community engagement is another aspect that often gets overlooked. While it's not mandatory, being active in their Discord channels or participating in governance discussions when they become available can add another layer to your user profile. Just make sure to engage meaningfully. Quality over quantity. Looking ahead, both projects have some exciting developments on the horizon. Hyperlane's foundation and upcoming token launch could be catalyst events. Eclipse is still in its early stages, with major protocol launches and partnerships yet to be announced. Being positioned before these developments could be crucial. Let me be clear about something. While the potential here is exciting, there are no guarantees in crypto. What I'm sharing with you is based on patterns I've observed and analysis of similar successful projects. The key is to approach this strategically and responsibly. Before we wrap up, let me give you a quick action plan. Start by setting up your backpack wallet today. Make your first small deposit and familiarize yourself with both ecosystems. Don't rush. Take your time to understand each step. Remember, we're early enough that there's no need to hurry. I can't emphasize enough how rare it is to find two solid projects, both backed by significant venture capital, both with clear paths to value creation, and both still in their early stages. This combination of factors is what makes this opportunity so unique. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these projects. Which one excites you more? Drop your comments below, and let's discuss your strategies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on more opportunities like these. Remember, in crypto, being early and being smart about your approach is often more important than having deep pockets. Position yourself wisely, stay consistent, and most importantly, stay safe out there. This is one of those moments in crypto where preparation meets opportunity. The windows for these kinds of plays don't stay open forever. Take action, but take it wisely. That's it for today's deep dive. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If you found value in this analysis, make sure to like and share it with others who might benefit. See you in the next video.
In the shadows, life is mean. Code's my weapon, wallet's clean. Hustling hard on every stream. This is decentralized dream. Cold wallets where I keep the loot.